take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Jalen Richard, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Maurice Hurst.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And inches at the 21-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Under 10, 10. Kill.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This time Jackson will throw it. Open man is Duvernay. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run with Dobbins, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Raiders 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 14, Raiders 0.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 34. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made right at.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs, 37 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Catch is made by Marquise Brown, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted.
Jackson
almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw again is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Marquise Brown. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
3rd and 4.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Again, he finds an opening. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a carry for Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 70 yards on the pickup.
First down, Raiders.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
15-yard line.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Nassib showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7 as they got closer to the goal line?
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Take over 1st and 10. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taking it around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A loss of a yard.
They try to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Raiders 14. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set them back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Raiders.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Dobbins. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 43. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check. Fresno.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job getting free on the return for 13. Yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.